Hi, my name is Danielle Lisso. This is week 2 of my anatomy physiology course. It is Monday, January 22nd, 2018, and I'm going to be talking to you about the different types of tissues today. So I'm going to start with epithelial. These are large sheets of cells covering all surfaces of the body exposed to the outside world, and they also line the outside of organs. They all share important structural and functional features. The tissue is highly cellular with little to no extracellular material present between the cells. Adjoining cells form a unique bond between their cell membranes called a cell junction. Epithelial cells exhibit polarity differences between their apical sides and their basal surface. Basal lamina provides an attachment site for all epithelial cells and separates them from underlying tissues. And they are nearly completely avascular. There are a few different kinds. There is simple squamous, which is thin like scales, and it allows materials to pass through diffusion or filtration. There is simple cuboidal, which is a box-like cell that secretes and absorbs. There is simple columnar, which is tall and column-like, and they absorb, secrete mucus, and they also secrete enzymes. There is pseudostratified columnar, which are irregularly shaped columnar cells, and they carry mucus as well as secrete it. There are stratified squamous cells, which are named after apical cells. They protect against abrasion. There is stratified cuboidal, which are box-like and very uncommon in the body, and they are protective tissue. And then there is stratified columnar, which is also uncommon in the body, and it is column-like and secretes and protects. And then there's transitional, which shape changes as the bladder fills with urine, and its function is to allow urinary organs to expand. And then moving on to connective tissue, they consist mostly of cells dispersed in a matrix and come in a variety of forms, but usually have 3 common characteristic components. They have cells, large amounts of amorphous ground substance, and they also have protein fibers. Their most important function is that they support and connect other tissues. They also provide protection for delicate organs and work with the skeletal system. Some cells protect against microorganisms. They also transport fluids, nutrients, waste, and chemical messengers. There are 3 broad categories: connective tissue proper, which is loose and dense connective tissues; supportive connective, which is cartilage and bone; and fluid connective tissue, which is blood and lymph. Then I'm moving on to the muscle tissue. These are characterized by properties that allow movement. They are excitable and respond to a stimulus, and they are also contractile. There is skeletal, which consists of long cylindrical fibers. They are striated and have many nuclei due to myoblast fusion, and myoblast fusion is only in skeletal muscle. It's not in cardiac or smooth. They have voluntary movement, produce heat, and they also protect organs. Then there's cardiac, which is short, branched, striated, and they have a single central nucleus. They're connected by intercalated discs, which is special only to cardiac muscle, not skeletal or smooth, and it is a combination of gap junction and something else. I can't remember, but it's a combination of 2 types of cell junctions, and it's called intercalated discs, and they contract in unison to pump blood. So their branched shape is actually so that they can synchronize with one another and pump all at the same time to allow for enough force to get blood to all the furthest parts of the body. Then there is smooth muscle, and that is short, spindle-shaped. There's no striation. They have a single nucleus in each fiber. They are responsible for involuntary movements, like moving food through the digestive tract, breathing, moving secreted fluids through the body, regulating the flow of blood in arteries through contractions. There is also nervous tissue. That's our last group. Nervous tissue is excitable, capable of sending and receiving electrochemical signals that provide the body with information, and those electrical impulses are known as action potentials. There are 2 main cells that make up the nervous tissue, the neuron and the neuroglia. Neuron is composed of a cell body, dendrites, and the axon, and glial cells have a simple support role, and they can be astrocytes, microglia, or oligodendroglia. So that's all the information that I have today on the different types of tissue in the body. I had a lot of fun researching them, and hopefully I will get to do this again. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.